are running away with it. So we shall see how that game 2 is going to go down, and we're going to be opening up with that OUG mic.
He's Mike. And I did catch that the Justina split was 2-2 on the V2 with the V1. I think Mike and Arano are running the V2, and Frostivis and T225 were on the V1. But we're gonna see throughout the whole game how they pan out, how the V2s versus V1s go for these players. OUG's Mike already with a nice weapon, purple fan in hand. Gonna run into Panda Man. Wolves is the CDY. Purple nunchucks there for CDY. Catches the damage off the fan. Catches the damage again. The Gus tries to go for the uppercut off of it. It's gonna get punished for it. CDY now is gonna overhold. It's gonna get parried this time around by Mike. That's big damage to the aerial R&B for the extra damage as well. And Mike now is gonna go ahead and continue to get aggressive onto CDY, and CDY now is going to try to back up, trying to see if he can find an armor swap somewhere in this location. And he does manage to create some space, is going to be able to take one quick white health pot there for himself. But OUG's Mike now still applying the pressure for CDY. Panda Man, the overhaul LMB focus there from the dagger is going to get some damage there onto Mike. And the second one that does connect there with the follow-up as well. He's gonna clink off of this. Mike now drops very low, and CDY with nice spacing makes sure he gets the damage output off of this. Now a common armor swap from Mike, remembering it was there from earlier, and now CDY is gonna be forced to pop the Zaping ultimate, and Mike now is trying to still retreat, trying to see if he can find a quick reset. It looks like Arano's gonna pick elimination onto GG Shaw in the kill feed. Our first elimination of game number 1, but Mike and Panda Man still going at it. R&B focus connects there for Mike. Now the ultimate is going to be called in here for the Justina, and the V2 connects there onto CDY to the follow-up R&B, and the crutch LB finisher for Mike onto CDY. And CDY is going to fall here for game number 1, but still has a resurrection. And look what is happening here, Raven. It's a 4-way scrap off already.
JJH Star, JDG's verse, JL's AS, and Juichi, all the new guys on the block going at it with their pairs, with their zipping. So we're gonna get an ISO play versus 2 of the strongest players in the league right now. Arano versus 225. 225 with the purple staff though has the advantage versus Arano, taking the blue armor, looking for an armor reset, able to block it with the LMB on the nunchucks, gets a white armor reset. Now 225 keeping up the pressure, that double hold release. He's been releasing that double hold all day right now. Again, another double hold release. We got the new tech on the block, double hold release. Do we get a third time? No, he goes for the tech read out of the F, gets a nice jumping LMB, but the hole in the wall is going to create some space for Arano. Arano with their third armor set. How many neutrals does 225 have to win? Nice grapple cancel, denying the pressure. Arano closing the distance, triple charge in, gonna release that one charge. Now 225 releasing the one charge back. Who is going to fade back? Arano's to be the first one to fade back. 225 with the nice heal fake, looking for the chase down, has to pop. All nice coverage of the mistake there, looks for the jump parry. Tricky now falling down, doing some crazy spicy kung fu in mid-air, but 225 and Arano with the ults, both of them posturing, playing a game of chicken, looking for the dash attack. No more dashes. 225 releasing that max range one charge light attack into the bow shot, catching the cross from Arano. A little bit of a panic option from Arano, crossing into a wall, not getting anywhere. But first we're gonna get Verse versus JLAS. Last hit situation. Verse pops his V3, gonna get to the reset. He has to be careful right now. 225 is gonna be smelling the blood in the water, as well as Juichi joining back into this. Everyone on this wall, when you see that Feria mech, another white flag in the sky. We're looking to fight over this kill. We're seeing an all-you-can-eat buffet. Burst is the dessert. Everyone wants a piece of him, but he still has his full armor and he has the fan. That instant scale rush going to be doing work for him. Able to dodge, weave out of there, breaking some ankles right now, and finding a nice corner to reset, hide. And the good thing for him, tons of barriers there, so he's gonna find that nice reset. But we're seeing the GOAT, OUG's Mike, take it on your new boy creatives.
JJ Star, the pressure is just too immense there from Mike. One dash gets some damage into the freeze as well, and that's the cleanup there from Mike. And he said, yeah, you gonna get used to that because I'm here. Star is gonna fall. It does get one elimination this time around, already into that second life here for game number 2. To the job very early off that first life, still has a second life like I just mentioned. Burst against AS, still Burst getting chased down off that mag. It looks like it's around like 25 to 30% for that mag to come back online for himself. And Juchi as well in the mix with that Zaping. ult ready for whatever he needs. It T225 in the back end as well. Here's the grapples out. Now they know that this Despair is the one getting chased down. They heard the mech earlier, so everybody knows that Despair is the one trying to make a run for it. And the movement was there, but no, T225 with a nice clippage there off of that scale rush. And Verse getting clipped off of this, and a follow-up hit for another player. I believe that was Juchi in the back end, and it's AS with the last pulsar hit there to pick elimination onto Verse. And AS now with 1 elimination on the board. UG's Mike with 2. Looks like it's just a little bit of pokish there from these players. They do not want to get aggressive onto each other. They do see 2 Zapings and 1 Justina on the field, and OUG's Mike with gold halberds off drop, and this is gonna be a problem. Mike already scaled before the first round. Going into this first round, you know he's going to want to take this first round with Yang, especially with this weapon in his hand on the Justina. And wait and see. 71% on that ult, so I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna see if he takes it. He is running towards that location. He is gonna go towards the realm with Yang, so he is gonna be wanting to take this realm with Yang. T225, 63% on that ultimate as well. Trying to see if he's gonna post up. Look at him at the mini map. He has already located, or he's already posted up for the run with Yang. GG Shaw moving on in. Jails AS, Juchi as well. Esrelga might be pulling up as well, and Fong already making a move onto it. Frostivus and JJH Star on the left hand side run with Yang. We need to get our first run with Yang here, and it's a 3-way for these players now with this new patch, which is incredible to see. 3 rounds for round 1. See a lot more action, see a lot more Yang depletion as well, and it's gonna be OUG's Mike against S Railgun here for our first round with Yang here, Raven.
White armor, super railgun. Dude, I've seen Mike go in with 50 ultimate. I know if there's a round, we're going in there. We're defending on that neutral. We got the gold halbies on deck. We're lock and loaded. Railgun's going to take this guy, but Mike trapping the landing with a tricky 1-charge parry. Railgun spacing this out, though. Looks for the V3, able to get the hit. Only gets a light attack at the jumping LMB. Looks for the LMB hit. Fades back with the tap dot. Mike's able to catch it, but combo breaks him come out. Now Mike popping in the ultimate, looking to deny the mech. Not able to get it. He's going to pop a heal right now. Now Super Railgun trying to get this turn around the corner. Not able to. Mike already capping off his health now. Super Railgun has his work cut out of him. Mike finds the bigger pillar, able to dodge the first one, the second one. These thick pillars able to provide refuge from the splash damage from the cannon. Mike baiting it out, and now Super Railgun in the toughest position. Takes the aggression immediately in, looks for the LMB cancel, but Mike cross into the LMB, able to get another uppercut. Now Super Railgun getting melted like butter by these dual halbies, and Mike, we still got ultimate with the V2, nowhere left to run, and Mike just makes it look clean, squeaky clean. Now we still got Fong versus GG Shaw, 2 heavy hitters. Nice parry out of the R&B focus cancel. Tricky. Normally you'd be expected to get clank right there, like cool, we get a reset, but instead we just get a nice parry to the forehead, a stab to the chest, and Shaw gets sent packing. Now fortunately for these guys, most likely they found some kills off spawn, and we still got that insurance plan on deck.
I want to talk about that Mike realm there, and you know, time and time again, I've only seen him being the only player that stays on the ground for those rounds. So if I noticed that, I think all these players know that it's Mike in the realm, because everybody else grapples high. I haven't really seen Frost, or I haven't really cast Frost that much. I think I cast him like 1 night, possibly 2, and I don't really remember. Oh, we got big damage off of this. Grapples onto AS from Fong. Tries to catch him with a V3. Just nearly clips him off of that to get the focus attack. AS now in big trouble, trying to stay up on the Zaping. Has the ultimate if he needs it. The overhold R&B focus connects there onto Fong, but Fong still applying the pressure with that Gohan sword, proccing that Zaping ultimate pretty quickly. And Frostivus showing it to the power onto Fong, and the jump LMB finished there onto Fong there from Frostivus. And now Frost, he is applying a lot of pressure this time around to AS. Does manage to catch the grapple there onto AS. The R&B, oh, that's LMB focus, does connect, but still is trying to stay up. R&B focus onto Frostivus. Juchi now showing up. Changes his attention onto Frostivus, and Frostivus is going to be forced to pop this ultimate with the Justina. Looks like the damage did not come into play there for Frostivus onto AS, but he's still trying to pick up this elimination. Does not get the freeze yet. The cannon shots flying on in. The 1-2, but the following hit, he has the Vermilion's Bird Smite, so he is safe. And Juchi and another player now as well. OUG's Mike showing up to the party is Fong, Arano, JJH Star, S Railgun, all here in this area, just applying the pressure all around. Fong getting hit by the R&B follow up there from Mike, and Fong's gonna be forced to pop this fairy ultimate. A lot of pressure is now happening towards Fong, and nice movement to get on top of this area, but GG Shaw is already posted up, waiting for him to get some damage in. That's Srugun as well. Bow shots everywhere. Fong is gonna be forced to D-mech now, and OUG's Mike drops very low in the backside as well. Area LNB, pistol shot, snaps 2 on Chijuchi. That's big damage. Tries to invest his ultimate, does not get the freeze off, and he's running V2, so he invests all the dashes for no freeze, but he still wants to pick this elimination on Chijuchi. Juchi's gonna be able to get a common armor swap. The R&B mix there off the halberds. Get a little bit of damage, though. This dual blaze now there from Mike. He swaps him over, but the follow-up from T225, some big damage into the cannon shot as well. He has the Vermilion's burst, Mike, and he has 2 eliminations on the board now. T225 moving into this game number 2.
Great play from 225 coming in with that flame with the R&B. Tough break for Mike, though. That double dash looking not very clean, a little bit scuffed right there on the dash. Now Super Railgun gonna get jumped on. A 225 with the cannon and the drop down from the start, but he's able to get into his mech, force the fight away. He has to be careful right now. Does anyone have that Dragon's Breath, that burn that will go through the mech? Super Railgun ready, 1 HP on his mech. Just a last little bit hit. He's trying to get 1 heal up at least before he gets forced out of it. Unfortunately, he is going to be forced out with a sliver of health.
Oh,
and 225 with that cannon is going to take it down. And again, we got nearly 80% of lobby over here. Everyone piling over in to Matab. Just so much room and transitioning to this end game. If you're trying to survive, there is safety amongst the patch. We got JJH Star. He does have his first blood within the league. Can he find more for his name? He's decent, doing a decent job leveling up here, keeping that blue armor. Got 4 and 4 heals. He's gonna be able to keep this going, but he has the likes of Mike hunting out here on this V2 Justina gold dual blades. Those dual blades are gonna be cooking chef's kiss. He's gonna slice and dice you up, Fong over there, but Mike not interested, looking to just pick up some heals. My man's 4 and 12. He's preparing for the long winter, but we're gonna see my man Frostivus inside Realm of Yang sitting on the ground versus JLS. Double jump, weird jumping LMB. Both of them mirror an opening with a jump in LMB. Frostivus with the big overhold with the LMB. He's gonna get tap dodged away. Looks for the Katana dash into the crosshair. Not able to get it. AS not biting, just crouch canceling over and over. Frostivus jumping into ultimate, coming out. It's gonna get the LNB. AS trying to play a little bit of trick. Unfortunate for him, not gonna trick Frostivus. Now Frostivus, will we get the heaven step? We get 1, we get 2, we get the follow-up into the freeze. No need. We got a nice double charge. Doesn't need to get any fancy with, but now we get our main man, Frostivus versus Mike. Creatives, take it away.
Oh, we got a big scrap off Frostivus. Off that Roman Yang, gets those gold halberds. OUG's Mike as well with the dual blades. Now, OUG's Mike's gonna be forced to pop this F early on. The R&B mix there for the dual blades from Mike, and Frostivus trying to catch the prio, but no, Mike's still up right now. It's gonna be forced to pop this ultimate this time around. The R&B focus connects there, and Frostivus is gonna be forced to pop this ult this time around. Double dashes, uses 2. That's 3, I believe, for Frostivus. All out, and that's a big pair from OUG's Mike, and Frostivus is gonna be forced to pop this F, and the follow-up R&B connects, and the tech chase there off of the R&B for Mike is going to eliminate Frostivus in the second Roman Yang, and JDG's verse against EWG Arano this time around. EWG Arano is going to eat up some damage there from the cannon. Verse is going to be able to mech up. Now Arano's still in that F, and the follow splash damage off that Feria mech is going to get the elimination off the verse. And what a Roman Yang that was right there. Identical weapons, same hero as well. It was a mirror match pretty much for that Roman Yang from OUG's Mike and Alliance's Frostivus.
Man, it was just a blink of an eye. Both of them just hard committed to every single situation. So unfortunately, Mike is going to come out on top, able to get that first big read with the parry onto Frostivus, then snowball it. Frostivus tries to disengage after the momentum has kind of sucked the life out of him. Unfortunately, Mike, once he senses that unwillingness to continue the fight, willing to commit, stay on top of you, follow you up with that whole dodge, the dual halberds just so hard to get away from. That catch, that R&B just slurps you up from a mile away. Nowhere left to go, and that focus attack just encompasses everything. Normally you can find some tap dodges, some hold dodges through to get away from those dual halbies, but that focus attack from the dual halbies, just way bigger than most weapons, way more active, kind of reaches out into the corners and can chip you and allow people to follow up with a simple 1-2. When it's Mike following you up on a Justina, that's some tough work. Now we're gonna get Fong on his trusty blue dagger, taking Star to
Oh.
the wall. Star against the ropes right now, has to pop ultimate, but he has a little bit to work with. But Fong does have assault, has that burn damage on his grapple LMB. Star trying to make his way out of here. Now Fong taking his time, kind of cooking his food right now, knows that the zipping is going to be scale rushing a lot. Wants to just slowly get this kill in, checking around, making sure that no one else is going to take him down. There is the challenger buff around, so everyone sees it on the map. But now, as we see more players getting involved, Arano does have the Yang depletion. 2 minutes and 36 seconds, needs to find a soul bloom or he will be depleted for losing that Yang. Multiple players in front of him though, lots of opportunities. J-Star, Bong, Burst, a Frostbus, all chilling right here. Frostbus as well with the Yang depletion, needs to find a kill. It looks like Star has been chosen by the lobby, stuck in the corner, down to his last little bit of health, and Verse with the pulse sword is going to decapitate him, take him down, and it looks like Arano was able to take up that soul bloom. Now still a lot of opportunity to get some kills right now. We still have Fong over here with the body, able to slurp up a lot of this loot. Tiger's buff here, that's why you see the glowing around the corner. The new buff added to the game, adding that nice regen. Plus, every time you get a kill, you get a nice big AoE damage, plus some stats for you. Fong with the dagger, though, slowing things down. We're going to be transitioning to this mid-game. Mike commanding the lobby with his 4 kills on the Justina. His white tiger buff is going to be fading right now on the flat ground, but my man Mike is looking and posturing well to take this game 2 of the bi-weekly 3 solos. We're still at game 2. We still have one more day of Holoroth. Still a lot of action. Now transitioning to this end game, how many zippings do we got alive? We got 1, 2, and it looks like the Justinas have been hunting down these zippings, and we see Fong leading it up into our boy Creative's Panda Man.
Panda Man trying to stay up. Now Fong getting hit by R&B focus there from a fan from Juchi. Fong does manage to get a common armor swap, and 3 players now on the chase onto Fong. And we see Fong being able to survive this with the movement that he has on the dagger. So now the movement game is going up strong here for Fong. Juchi, GG Shaw, Panda Man. Now Burst going at it in the backside. I believe Burst drops very low, and it was Panda Man that drops very low. He is now getting chased down, so he needs to be real careful. And oh my god, Fong being that one player that's always getting someone focused, and he always manages to get out if he gets focused. And we see it this time again. He's out and he gets a full reset, did get a common armor swap, but now he knows where he dropped his armor, so he is going to be able to play it slow, go back inside the zone, get that armor back, get back to where he was right before he started his aggression. Juchi and Panda Man now just both a couple feet away from each other, moving on in. OUG's Mike with 4 eliminations can just play a lot more slower, juggling this purple armor. Has red armor. Is that red armor? I don't think Oh no, it's empty. It's empty. Okay. I was about to say, I don't think I've ever seen red armor in the Pro League.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the red too, and I was like, wait a second. I think it's just a bug of Mike doing Mike things with transferring armor around. But I'm pretty sure red armor inside of Mortal War is disabled. Now, what isn't disabled is that gold armor, and Fong is able to snatch that up on the Faria. And like I was saying before, you can't stop FaZe. The A team right now, the tier 1 pros, all of them on the Justina have hunted down these zippings, and now the next step is getting these Farias out of here. Now Fong doing a good job of making himself not an appealing target, but already 225 probing, trying to get these very, very defensive characters out of here. Fong doing a good job though, has 2 gold weapons to his name, and guess what my man's using? The blue dagger, the tried and true. He's just most comfortable on fan and dagger. He's been doing it since the beginning. He's one of the best to ever do it with that weapon. But first, Rano, one of the newcomers, these two were at each other's neck at the bi-weekly finals. Now Mike does not care anymore. Justina on Justina hatred. We got Arano in a last hit situation, but Arano has one of the armor stashed away, taking a play out of Mike's book. But Mike able to follow up with a nice 1-2-3, looking for the scale rush, able to get the follow up now into the uppercut, jumping LMB into the RMB, and we're gonna close that out. See you later. Bye bye, Arano. Mike's here to stay. Still gonna be second to the GOAT OUG's Mike with the dual hobbies, up to 5 kills already. He is absolutely massacring this lobby, creatives.
Yes, that was a quick elimination there onto Arano. Does manage to get a 5 on the board now. Once again, 5 eliminations here for OUG's Mike for game number 2. And I still want to speak about that realm he had against the Faria. He baits out that Faria ult very quickly. He did invest his ult in that realm of Yang, and as soon as that Faria maxed up, he canceled that ult and he regained that rage, just applying the pressure with the range shot from that pistol that he had, and he quickly got his ultimate right back. As soon as that DMAC came in, he already had the ult ready up for the next set of neutral game for both players in the realm. And we saw there with clean gameplay there from Mike. Make sure, oh wait, we got somebody getting focused in the backside. It's T225 first. All have their eyes onto T225 right now. Is trying to get this purple armor. I believe he gets it on the ground from Arano. And Fong now aggressing Juchi here. And Fong with full armor back again. Gonna go ahead and try to apply the pressure onto Juchi. Juchi still drops very low. T225 as well gets a full reset off that purple armor on the ground. Got burst arrow on the backside. I heard the birds calling. Juchi now getting focused, and we got the roller in play as well. We got to be careful not to get hit by the roller. Gonna do a lot of damage. Random Bane spawning as well. Is gonna spawn right on top of everybody. Juchi trying to schmoove around it. OUG's Mike already in the outskirts. Fong as well, and Juchi's gonna get hit off that first hit there from that Bane. Fong Frostivus, that's a nice scare rush from Mike, overholding. Juchi's gonna be forced to pop this ping ultimate, tap dollars back into the F as well. It's gonna go ahead and scare rush up, but Fong has his eyes on him, Mike as well. And Juchi, with both of these players on his back, needs to be real careful trying to play around the Bane, but the Bane taking up a lot of this area. Click comes in off the light off of that scare rush. Mike and Fong, look at them both chasing down Juchi. Bane still in play as well. They got to be real careful. Fong now the first one closer to Juchi, catches the Prowler from the dual blades, aerial LMB, aerial RMB, follow up off the upcut, and Mike finally down some range shots. Juchi drops all that purple armor as well. Crouch LMB, RMB, try to respond off of this, but it's just too much pressure from 2 players, and they're running into a whole nother batch of players as well. Burst, Panda Man, T225, RB, Minx, 1, 2, 3. Now Burst and GG Shaw showing up, and we know that Juchi's the one running, and now it's a whole mob chasing him. Cannon shots flying in from backside everywhere. Juchi with the ultimate once again, and we have another player on the top side as well, and just everywhere. It's gonna be Burst with a massive scare rush off the pulsar there. Gold pulsar for JDG's Burst to pick up the elimination on Juchi, and that was just super unfortunate for him. The pressure was just way too high there for Mike and Fong, and he just runs into the rest of the lobby. KLA's T225 onto Fong this time around, and not getting aggressed on right now. Look, he just gets a free ticket. He getting a full, no pressure still. Burst, there it is. Burst getting us a chip damage onto Fong. Cannon shot still flying on in, and this is what we like to see here, Raven. All this pressure being applied by everybody right now here in this lobby.
Yeah, Alliance Frostive is up to 3, my boy. 225 up to 3, Verse up to 3, but Mike still at 5. Now, can Shaw and Fong bring this together with the Farius? The lobby's going to recognize that we got some Farius on deck, but we do have a no alt zone in play. Still going into this last little bit. We got that 80% Moonbane out of the way, and now everyone's posting up with the cannon shots, looking for who's really low, and Shaw looks like he is been chosen by the lobby. Unfortunately for him, unfortunately for 225 though, Fong just decides, wait a second, we're not taking down Shaw, we're not taking down one of my Faria brethren, we're gonna put some damage onto 225. Now 225 on the Justina, forced to pop his ultimate, but still Shaw had to go into mech, has to hit some shots right now, putting on pressure, and we see Fong, the other fellow Faria, looking to get active, looking to follow up off of those turn shots. Now it looks like hard teaming, but it is in the Faria's best interest to play this out. If one of them goes down, the other Faria's next in this no ult zone, denying a lot of the offensive pressure possible. Burst on the outside as well on the Faria, but it looks like Frosty was in the last hit point situation, able to get a parry to create some space. Will he be able to find a heal right now? The pole sword is going to provide the R&B to run away. Goes for the triple overhold, double jump coming out from the Faria, but Shaw closing the distance as well. F's going to be invested from Frosty. There's nowhere left to run. He's going to move out into the no ult zone, trying to go really high, able to get a little bit up there before the zone pushes him. Doesn't find any grapple cancels, but he does find himself against a wall. Looks like we lost sense for him, but Panda Man wisens up, sees that someone's really low. Frostibus next to Verse, 1 HP. Verse trying to survive, has a little bit. He's able to scoop up that Soul Bloom off of Frostibus' dead body, and we are going into the last leg of this endgame with OUG's Mike still leading the way, creatives.
Yeah, and Fong also has Mortar Defiance, so that's something to keep an eye on as well. It might be a game changer for him in his last and final moments. And this is a crazy end circle. Also completely covering the whole circle was an insane POV to watch there. Fong still with full health. Burst trying to get that armor up as well. Panda Man, T225, OUG's Mike all in the mix right now. Gold poster for Burst. Very low though. Needs to be real careful. And you know the vibe checks are coming in from these players. GG Shaw as well. Panda Man drops pretty much all that armor. Mike as well gets clipped off of that rampage there from GG Shaw on the backside, and OGG's Mike now trying to stay up. The counter grapple from above coming into play, and Mike's gonna be forced to pop the Justina ultimate for the time being, and the grapple spams are still coming into play. No aggression yet there onto Mike though. It's Panda Man and Burst, both players in the air. Fong claiming that top hand side of the map right now. It looks like Mike is gonna get GG Shaw eliminated there, but it's gonna be T225 there with elimination onto GG Shaw, and Mike pretty much back to full health. Lots of materials get picked up there. Big freeze there from T225, I believe, there onto TDY and Fong. Big damage there from Mike onto Fong this time around. Off the R&B focus there from the Hongs, or from the dual blades, or Halberd, sorry. We got the V2 coming in. Double dash there from T225, V1, I should say. Big dashes there. He's gonna get some of those back as well. That's another freeze there onto Fong trying to go up, and Fong still trying to play the high ground. We got the mech still in the middle. Burst trying to apply the pressure on the bottom side. T225 picking up no elimination. F called in. Burst onto Panda Man. T225 still up. Fong very low, and it goes to Mortar Defiance. Does not do much for him, and Fong gets eliminated. And T225, the last one standing for game number 2. Back at it from week 2, getting his